Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of The Suited Shootist. If you're a 90s baby like myself, grew up in the 90s, you might have some fond memories of the old Animaniacs series, Good Idea, Bad Idea.
It's time for another Good Idea, Bad Idea.
Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today, because I've seen a lot. And some of them are fairly obvious. What I'm not going to be talking about are just the, grotesquely negligent self-defense products that can't in good faith be sold, and are just like an unscrupulous cash grab. Annette Evans has done a great job on debunking some of that on a series she did on In Range, so go check that out. Now, what we're going to talk about is, again, one of the things that I discuss on this channel are the overlooked social aspects of the armed lifestyle. And I've talked before about how it is incumbent on all of us to be good stewards of the Second Amendment and to, put forward a favorable representation of the gun-owning community, the defense craft community, etc. And part of that is showing that we take this shit seriously. Not saying that everything has to be dour and life and death, but there are certain things that warrant a modicum of thought and respect. And so the catalyst for this was I got a friend of mine who's opening up a new gun shop, and he sent me some swag of, some branded clothing and stuff like that, and a few other things. And in the box was this little guy. Now, if you especially follow my Instagram page, you know that I am a cigar enthusiast as well. This is a butane jet lighter. It's a horrible idea for a few different reasons. Number one, this is a sufficiently convincing facsimile of a firearm to where in the wrong circumstance, it could very easily be misconstrued and cause problems. These are the kinds of things where when you read a story of, some idiot teenager trying to stick up a gas station with a toy gun, sometimes it's silly bullshit like this. I'm not really overly concerned with the safety issues on this, despite the fact that to actually light a cigar, you are violating, Rule 2-ish. But stuff like this just kind of suggests not taking firearms handling seriously enough.
Bad idea.
I'm not a big fan of non-guns in gun shapes, with limited exceptions. And again, this just kind of is such a frivolity and such a novelty that it's not a good look. So I'm not a fan of stuff like this. And I mentioned that I don't like non-gun things in gun shapes with limited exception. One of those exceptions is, inert training pistols, blue guns. This one I have the trigger guard and the sights shaved off for combatives application, so I don't, break fingers and cut people up. But every 3 to 5 years, some distributor gets a visit from the Good Idea Fairy, and they inevitably will put out a limited edition polymer framed striker gun in a shiny new color. And every so often, that shiny new color is either blue gun blue, safety orange, or asp/cert pistol red. And that's a big problem.
Bad idea.
Because again, these inert trainers are in specific colors for a reason. Now, generally speaking, the pushback that you hear from this is, if you are following the universal rules of gun safety anyways, then it shouldn't be a problem because you don't point guns at anything that you're not willing to, kill, destroy, or buy, and you treat them as though they're loaded. These exist expressly so that we can violate the rules of gun handling in training when contextually appropriate. These exist so that I can point them at people in training to simulate actually pointing a gun at somebody. And there should, in theory, be sufficiently layered safety protocols to where if a live firearm managed to find its way in to a live gun free training environment, that it ideally would be caught. But there's already enough examples of tragic training accidents where someone ends up with an extra hole in them, sometimes dying because of a mix-up where just a regular looking live gun gets brought into the equation. So having live guns that mimic inert training tools, again, horrible idea. Thankfully, I'm not seeing as much of it lately, but it's not uncommon. The last one that I want to touch on, again, ties back into clothing and a post that Melody had made on the Citizens Defense Research Facebook page earlier in the week about, how your clothing might represent you in a mugshot. It's pretty much that simple. And generally speaking, the sticking point on these is the weirdly specific algorithm targeted graphic t-shirts of varying degrees of an antisocial nature. These are some of the examples, and I cannot fathom why somebody would spend their hard-earned money to just advertise this level of kind of belligerent antisocial demeanor. But again, there's no accounting for taste. But this is something that I've talked about with Chip Palumbo, the combative lawyer, and it's one of those things where every time you set foot out the door with a gun on, what you're wearing very easily could be what ends up in your mugshot. And so do you want that to be something that is very easily construed as you walking around with this attitude of a wish a motherfucker would, or fuck around and find out, or something to where you are looking for an excuse for an altercation? From the legal perspective, it's certainly not prudent. And again, you don't know who you're going to cross paths with. You don't know what kind of day they're having. They might just try you because the invitation is printed right there on your chest. So, these are all factors that should be accounted for, because the reality is the fringe opposition who is just vehemently opposed to firearms in any way, shape, or form. We are never going to convince those people that owning and carrying guns is a normal, reasonable thing to do. It is such a deeply entrenched belief for them that is a losing battle every day of the week. There is, however, a very large segment of the population who kind of doesn't have skin in the game, and they're looking to align themselves with whoever makes the most accessible and compelling argument. And if you're coming off as a combative, belligerent dickhead, and the other person is coming across as compassionate and sympathetic, who are they going to side with? So, again, just some food for thought, because, these can be some really bad ideas. Other than that, hope everyone has a fantastic week. Stay dangerous. Stay sharp.